There's an old saying that goes, travel is the only thing that you buy that makes you richer. And when it comes to solo travel, that sentiment couldn't ring truer. In this solo cruise video, I'm going to share 10 reasons why a solo cruise aboard the Carnival Panorama ship is worth the price. And stick around until the end of the video and find out just how much of a deal I snagged this particular cruise for by booking directly on the Carnival website, just like any other normal person might. You know, the thrill of exploring new destinations on your own terms and connecting with like-minded travelers is unmatched. If you're considering a solo adventure, there's no better way to experience it than aboard the Carnival Panorama ship. Despite the initial cost, the enriching and transformative experience of a solo cruise on this magnificent vessel makes it worth every penny. Number 1. Unparalleled luxury and comfort. Yeah, the Carnival Panorama is not like other Carnival ships. In fact, the Panorama is a departure from the loud and what some have called tacky decor of the past, and is a more modern, sleek, upscale environment that those used to the older ships might be surprised to discover. The Carnival Panorama, having debuted in late December 2018, is a floating oasis of luxury and comfort. From well-appointed cabins to top-notch amenities, this ship ensures you'll have a relaxing and enjoyable stay throughout your voyage. The cruise's well-trained staff caters to your needs, ensuring that your time on board is nothing short of remarkable. And during one of my recent Panorama cruises, I enjoyed an interior stateroom on a 7-day itinerary to the Mexican Riviera. The stateroom was bright, clean, modernized, and had an amazing stateroom steward who ensured I had everything I needed. And when he realized I was traveling solo, looked out for me. It felt like he spent more time conversing with me than anyone else on Deck 1, and offered ship tips, port strategies, and even door knocks or calls to remind me of the most efficient ways to enjoy my cruise, like heading to the gangway at specific times and taking advantage of unique dining for extra perks at other times. Number 2. Endless onboard activities. The Carnival Panorama is renowned for its diverse array of onboard activities, designed to cater to all interests and ages, from thrilling water slides and a great selection of pools, as well as a state-of-the-art fitness center, to engaging workshops and live entertainment. The ship offers an adventure-filled experience that really does cater to every solo traveler's preferences. Love trivia? They hold those sessions almost daily. Enjoy coloring for fun or therapy? They hold those sessions throughout the week. Movies under the stars, you ask? Well, that's nightly. Game shows? Well, there's plenty of those to enjoy too, especially the audience participation is so heavy when it comes to things like Deal or No Deal, where it's easy to make friends in the audience because everyone's pulling for the passengers selected who ended up on stage. And feel free to blend into the crowd and settle in for some laughs at the Punchliner Comedy Club with multiple shows a night, a spot I was at every night. Or take to the outside and soak up the sun at my favorite aft pool area. Or strike up a game on the sports deck with dozens of competitive-minded passengers looking to pass the time under the sun. And don't forget to look up. You'll find the Sky Ride overhead. Essentially a hanging bike in the sky, you pedal around the top of the ship and out over the ocean blue. Alongside that is the ropes course, and under it all, for the less adventurous, that is, a little bit of mini golf to enjoy. Number 3. Inspiring destinations. Imagine waking up to a new and exciting destination each day. The Carnival Panorama takes you to some of the most stunning and culturally rich locations around the world. From the sun-kissed beaches to historic towns, every stop on the itinerary promises to be a memorable experience. By and large, the Carnival Panorama sails year-round at different stops in and around the Mexican Riviera. Embarking at Carnival's West Coast hub of Long Beach, California, the Panorama sets out on cruises from 5 to 8 days consistently. On my 7-day cruise, after 2 days at sea, we enjoyed days in Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Each destination with their own unique flavor and personality, the number of land excursions are plentiful in all 3 of these ports. From whale watching to beach club getaways, historic walking tours, and so much more. These excursions not only allow for a solo cruiser to experience some of the best of a country, but they're safe and comfortable, joining dozens of other passengers with a guide to and from each location. Number 4, the freedom to explore. One of the most significant advantages of a solo cruise is the freedom that it provides. On the Carnival Panorama, you have the liberty to create your own itinerary, participate in activities that interest you, and explore each port at your own pace. There's no need to worry about accommodating someone else's preferences or schedules. You don't even have to get off the ship if you don't want to. I have done those ship-only trips as well. Plus, on port days, the ship is practically a ghost town from morning to late afternoon. And you can have many public spaces all to yourself, including the complimentary adults-only Serenity Deck, a space that has its own bar and very attentive servers. And it's all at the front of the ship. Or, if you opt to buy a pass to the thermal suite as part of the Cloud 9 spa services on board the Panorama, enjoy quiet and spacious options when in port, where you get to determine how long the self-care lasts, from various steam rooms to the melt-away thermal chairs facing the ocean and scene of the day to the thalassotherapy pool. I opted for a 7-day pass totaling $129, and I stopped in daily and in the evening around dinner time when everyone else was preoccupied with dining and entertainment, and had the place to myself quite often. Number 5, safety and security. Carnival Cruise Line places a premium on passenger safety, ensuring a worry-free journey, especially in recent months where a noticeable uptick in physical security presence across the fleet has been made. As a solo traveler, knowing that the ship's crew takes safety and security seriously does provide peace of mind, allowing you to focus solely on making the most of your voyage. Granted, I am an adult male, but at no point on board the Carnival Panorama did I ever feel concerned for my safety or comfort. Not once did I come across a fight or even a noticeable argument. In fact, outside of the main pool Lido area, the ship, with a capacity of 4,008 passengers, was relatively peaceful outside of the constant cruise director overhead announcements I have come to expect from the Carnival brand. And each deck is filled with crew members at every turn, greeting and assisting you wherever you go. The ship is open, bright, and very comfortable, even after multiple solo cruises on board. Number 6. Socializing opportunities. While you may be traveling alone, you're never truly alone on a cruise ship. This ship in particular organizes various socializing events and gatherings for solo travelers to connect with like-minded individuals. These opportunities offer a chance to make new friends, to share stories, and build lasting memories together. Check your Carnival Hub app for daily scheduled gatherings for things like LGBTQ+ mixers, Alcoholics Anonymous, Military Appreciation, singles mixers, and even solo traveler meetups. If you want to find someone else solo on board to potentially have dinner with or enjoy activities alongside, this is your opportunity. Or, don't. You can do that too. It's entirely up to you. You can remain solo, under the radar, and enjoy the ship amenities at your leisure. Plus, with so many bars on board, everyone is in an upbeat and excited mood. Pull up a stool, and more often than not, someone will start talking to you first, looking for some camaraderie and conversation. And the same can be said for the more peaceful venues on the ship as well, like the piano bar, where the demographic tends to skew older, and the promenade, where most passengers come to take a load off and be in awe of the sea with one another. And don't forget, there are always social opportunities inside the onboard casino where passengers of all ages come to seek out opportunities to win big alongside other passengers they tend to root just as much for. Number 7. Culinary delights. Aboard the Carnival Panorama, you'll indulge in a complimentary culinary experience like no other. From mouthwatering international cuisines to delightful specialty restaurants, every meal on board is a gastronomic adventure that tantalizes your taste buds and leaves you craving for more. Are you like me and wake up at 5 a.m. as though you're 75 years old? Well, if that's the case, you're probably looking for some coffee and pastries to get things started. The good news is that even with all of the nickel and diming that has come across the cruise industry here in recent years, Carnival still offers complimentary breakfast room service across their fleet, and it is the perfect way to start the day. Speaking of the day, whether it's a quick bite at the wildly popular Guy's Burgers where you can pile your burger sky high with the ingredients of your choosing, or the Blue Iguana Cantina for an afternoon burrito, or an early morning order of huevos rancheros, or even sitting down to be served in the main dining room on your time dining, where you check in via the app and within minutes get called to a table. Shared or private, it's up to you, and you get to choose it on the app. Another reliable dining spot is always the Marketplace Buffet for all 3 meals of the day. Not only is the selection decent and changes from day to day, it also is made to order omelets in the morning and customizable stations throughout the day. Something else worth noting is the standing podium they have right outside the buffet, manned by Carnival food experts who will walk you through how to best enjoy what they have on their menu. Are you more interested in specialty dining for a nominal fee? Well, the Panorama is packed with options like Bonsai Sushi, Cucina del Capitano Italian, Gigi Asian Kitchen, the Steakhouse, or Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Barbecue. And fun fact for you, you can enjoy lunch at Guy's Pig and Anchor in buffet form, or sit down to lunch for a build-your-own pasta plate at Cucina del Capitano on sea days at no additional charge. My own solo experience in dining is that in the main dining room, your server tends to have a lot going on and doesn't get to spend a whole lot of time conversing, if that is what you were looking for. More often than not, tables nearby will strike up friendly conversation and be intrigued and, frankly, I think a little jealous when you mention you are solo traveling. However, I have also done specialty dining solo and enjoyed the much slower pace. In Cucina del Capitano, the servers and restaurant staff really get to know you and drop in to discuss the origin stories, ingredients, and love put into making their dishes. It's very personalized. Another specialty location where they take excellent care of solo diners is Gigi Asian Kitchen. The restaurant itself is quite small, allowing for outstanding service and attention to detail on every flavor-packed plate. With an epic open kitchen at one end and a wall of windows out to the ocean on the other. In fact, it was here where I was approached by a server who had remembered me from a cruise the year prior, but not from the restaurant. It was our daily morning conversations during her room service trips at the time to my door with fresh coffee and croissants that she remembered most. Oh, and don't even get me started on the midday to late night all you care to enjoy ice cream and yogurt station. Always such a treat when you are in the mood for something sweet. Number 8. Unforgettable memories. A solo cruise on the Carnival Panorama guarantees an unforgettable experience. Whether it's admiring breathtaking sunsets at sea, exploring picturesque coastal towns, or dancing the night away under the stars in one of many themed parties Carnival likes to throw. Every moment on this cruise is a treasure trove of cherished memories. The crew, the ship, the destinations, the people, all make for such wonderful influences on my solo experience. It's why I have done several cruises on this specific ship myself. It always affords me some of the best options to maximize my solo time and is large enough to always feel like there's something new to explore or enjoy. Number 9. Personal growth and independence. Solo travel fosters personal growth and independence. By embarking on a solo cruise, you'll be pushing the boundaries of your own comfort zone, meeting new people, and embracing unfamiliar cultures. The experiences gained during the journey will contribute to your own personal development and broaden your horizons. I found solo cruising by accident. I was supposed to be on board with a friend who had to back out last minute due to a family emergency. And while the friend had trip insurance, I did not, and was not about to waste the money, even on an excellent deal. So, I went, and I was blown away at the fun I had, even without knowing anyone on the ship. My days were in my hands. I took a nap when I wanted to, went for a swim when I wanted to, ate when and where I desired, enjoyed nightly stage productions because I wanted to go, and found great peace in the ocean around me whenever I wanted to. I went to onboard lectures because they sounded interesting. I went to parties because they sounded unlike anything I had ever done before. I was able to schedule my day how I wanted. Get up before the rest of the ship? My choice. Or sleep until noon? You bet. And for those who might be scared to cruise solo or wonder if they might feel embarrassed by it, you should always keep in mind that no one knows you are traveling solo if you don't want them to. But again, I found it worked as a great icebreaker, and instantly, other passengers wanted to adopt me as their own and make me their new friend. Now, with dozens of solo cruises under my belt, I have experienced several occasions where unhappy parties find out I'm solo cruising and later confide that they wish they could do the same. There is a sense of rejuvenation and joy that comes from solo cruising and vacationing on your own, which allows for you to own your experience fully and not have to worry about whether or not someone else wants to do something or if you're going to bother them for not sticking to their schedule. At least to me, solo cruising is, in a word, bliss. Number 10. Value for money. While the initial cost of a solo cruise aboard the Carnival Panorama, or I guess any cruise line for that matter, may seem significant, it's essential to consider the value you receive in return. With mostly all-inclusive amenities, thrilling activities on top of that, and even more breathtaking destinations attached to it all, the price becomes a worthwhile investment in your own happiness and self-discovery. When it comes to the price tag, I snagged a deal via the Carnival website in late spring for a 7-day cruise at just $680 for an interior stateroom about a month before the sail date. That's less than $100 a day for food around the clock, a room steward cleaning up after everything I did, nightly entertainment, multiple destinations, and all kinds of activities in between. And unless you are intentionally seeking out a cruise line that caters to solo travelers, like Norwegian's Solo Studio option, for example, you will almost always pay the price of double occupancy as a solo, because that's just how the industry has long classified the rates. But $680 for a 7-day, which was the total with gratuities factored in, felt like a tremendous value to me. And in this economy, with inflation as high as it is, and a boom in travel abroad following several years of restrictions, I still can't find a better value for money than I have with cruising. While I had an interior stateroom on this cruise to keep costs down, I have had an ocean view, a balcony, a deluxe balcony stateroom, and many others before as well. It's all in what you want as the solo cruiser. I find that when I have an interior stateroom, I tend to spend time outside of my room a lot more, enjoying amenities and getting involved in activities, while the room itself becomes just a place to sleep and shower in between all the fun. Plus, choosing to cruise with interior staterooms allows me more money for a longer cruise or to spend that cash saved on things while I cruise, like the social internet package, which ended up being $89.25 for all 7 days. While I don't actively drink, I do enjoy a specialty cocktail or something unique while on board once or twice, choosing to pay out of pocket for the one-offs or for the occasional soda. And therefore, I save a small fortune on not getting the drink package since it would just go to waste. Again, when compared to just a normal hotel stay for 7 days, excluding all of the nearly inclusive things that come with the cruise and that I get dropped at different destinations each day, it's by and large a significant value and savings for what you get. It's why I have a hard time vacationing on land in many spots anymore. The value for money has just dried up significantly. But going on a solo cruise aboard the Carnival Panorama is an adventure that is well worth the price. From the unmatched luxury and comfort of the new ship to the freedom to explore inspiring destinations, the journey promises personal growth, unforgettable memories, and opportunities to connect with like-minded individuals. So if you're seeking an enriching and transformative solo travel experience, set sail on the Carnival Panorama and embark on an experience you won't soon forget. Still nervous about solo cruising? Well, just remember, your life is waiting. It's up to you to find peace and fulfillment in the journey. But as for me, solo cruising helps turn that type of journey into a reality. I certainly hope that you found value in this list here today about solo cruising on board the Carnival Panorama and just why it's worth the price. Have you ever solo cruised before, or are you thinking about solo cruising? If you have any questions for me, drop them down in the comments. And if you have had the pleasure of solo cruising before, what lines are your favorite to do so? What destinations have you been to? Would love to hear from you. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll see you next time on The Solo Cruiser.